Ready. So, what do the Hill brothers think about our roster construction for this upcoming season? You know what? We're going to talk about it on 94 Feet of UNC.
Gordy to Black. The tie, 18. Shot, Jordan! Michael Jordan!
Swicker with the defense and the rebound. That's a good effort by Swicker.
Stackout freaking in on Park. Rebound dunk is good, and he gets fouled by Park. Oh my goodness, what a dunk by Stackout.
I think that he's running back so quickly, but you know what? They're down the it's very you can't teach that. You can't teach that high-rising ability. 3. And Green rips down the rebound in traffic. 4-on-1. Great job. What a terrific job in transition. I mean, you could.
The glass no good. Rebound followed by Hansgrove. Good! Carolina.
Inside 30 overall. Love, top of the key.
Alice, the belt is over. Carolina. The Tar Heels have won the national championship.
And that is it. There is a new team in college basketball. North Carolina takes the title. Happen any final. North Carolina is the 2009 national champion. And this year, the confetti is going to fall to North Carolina. They're not going to be denied this time.
What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the 94 Feet of UNC podcast. I am your host, of course, Mr. Linzel Graham, the man that gets no credit from those that use debit. If you know my motto, you know it. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I'll say. But listen, I got some special guests, of course, in the building with me today. I got Alan and Nathan from the Hill brothers. We're going to discuss a few things as far as the roster construction and everything. Before we get into everything, I appreciate all the love and support from everybody, man. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my socials at 94 Feet of UNC on Twitter, on Instagram. Make sure you also come join the 94 Feet of UNC Discord. It's free to join. Over 450 members in there, man. We talk all things UNC all day, every day. That link is going to be in the description below for sure. And we got 94 Feet of UNC merch. I got some shirts here, man. You know, got the blue, I got the black. I got, you know, and that comes in white, comes in Carolina blue, comes in gray. We got hoodies, we got coffee mugs, we got drink containers. Like, we got it all, man, for everybody. Y'all ask for it. Hey, you know, we doing some things. Hey, listen, I haven't dropped the football podcast yet, right? But I do have the water containers already for it. The 100 yards of UNC, 32-ounce stainless steel, baby. Like, we work it, but you can get this in basketball and with the 94 Feet logo on it too, and it comes in black. You know, look at the shine on that, man. Like, good quality, baby. Good quality. I see my own self in it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, you started showing off a tumbler here, and I got lightning popping off around me. You need to chill out over there, man. Daggum.
I got you. My fault, Nathan. My fault. I apologize, sir. I apologize.
So he started showing the digs, and lightning strikes started falling outside.
My man got more merch than Johnny T-shirt. Jesus.
Listen, man. Yeah. Hey, listen. I'm up here trying to make it happen, man. I'm trying to make it happen. Like I said, I got the hoodies, we got quarter zips, we got hats, fitted, snapbacks. I got, like I said, I got the coffee mugs. These also come in black. I got bumper stickers. I got a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
if you order one now, we'll add another one in for $19.99.
Man, that's awesome.
For sure. We can make it happen for sure. But you know, hey, listen,
I'm gonna have to get with your merch, man.
Hey, I got you. That link is in the description, everybody. So make sure that you click on that link, man. Support me, man. I appreciate it. Love is support. Support is love, man. So, but of course, my special guest in the building today, I got Mr. Nathan and Mr. Allen from the Hill Brothers, my two guys right here. Big shout out from the Hill Brothers podcast, man. Like, listen, how you fellas been, man?
Go ahead, Nathan. You just got stressed out. You should be feeling great.
I'm feeling pretty daggum good. Had a coffee, got saw my stretch person, and now we're good. I'm feeling pretty good.
Hey,
It's
that's
been a
what's
good
up.
day.
That's what's up. Alan, how you been?
I got off work, slinging boxes in this. I think the hottest the back of the truck's been is about 125 degrees. So, that's awesome. And went to a local eatery and
Right.
had a little whiskey and Coke. So, and I'm here ready to go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen, well, I appreciate you guys being here, man. It's always an honor. Of course, y'all know I love what y'all do over there at the Hill Brothers, man. Big avid listener, big supporter for you guys, man. Love what y'all do. So, of course, it's only right. I got to bring legends on the show. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
We ain't legends, but we appreciate.
hey. You're
We
legends
appreciate
in
it.
my eyes, okay? Like y'all are legends in my eyes. I tell I'm humble enough to say that, bro. Like listen, before I got started in this space, I was watching you guys, Tar Heel Huddle, my guy Russ, of course. Y'all know Russ, of course. Isaac Shade at Locked On Tar Heels, Inside Carolina, of course. I mean, I got to give credit where it's due, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Tar Heel Illustrator. Can't forget Andrew Jones for sure. So I got to give credit when it's due, man. You know what I'm saying? So you guys inspired and motivated me along with the rest of everybody else, man. So, it's only right. I got to show love, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
We're coming
Listen.
up on 2 years in August. 2 years.
Hey, that's big.
2023 August.
And listen, people don't understand how hard it is in this space, bro. It's a lot than just turning on the camera and a microphone, just getting in front of it and just talking. There's a lot of production that goes on behind the scenes.
That it is.
That's all I do.
For sure.
Nathan's the magic maker.
Oh,
I don't have to make any
yeah.
magic.
Yeah,
Nathan makes all the magic. I just turn it on and turn it off.
Right. You got the easy part. Like Nathan, we got to listen, Nathan. We got to give him a few more responsibilities, guy. We got to give him some more responsibilities.
Hey! I will say this much: he is definitely starting to pick up some stuff, man. He did a video for us the other week, and I did videos for us this week. So I think he's got us next.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys being here, man, for sure. So we're gonna discuss some things today. I forgot to plug one thing before we get started. Football season is right around the corner. I know everybody is getting ramped up for UNC football. So just so that everybody knows, I also got Chapel Bills shirts on the merch. I forgot to plug it. I don't know how I forgot that. So listen, y'all want the shirts? Go get you a shirt.
You got him looking like the Grim Reaper, cuz.
Hey,
I literally thought that's what that was when you lifted it up. That's fine.
Yeah, man. A little something.
It looks like a Belichick. It's like a Belichick Undertaker mashup. I like it. That's good stuff.
Hey, there we go. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I like it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. So, but yeah, man. So listen, fellas, y'all know during the off season, a lot of things have happened with Carolina as far as the roster, things like that. The schedules have the non-conference schedule has been released, of course. But the main focus today that I want to discuss with you guys and get you all's perspective and opinions on is the roster construction as a whole. How do you guys feel about it? What are the expectations you may have? Just you all's thoughts on things or whatever. So whichever one of y'all want to start off, we'll go from there. Not all at once.
Well, I pointed to him, but it's coming to me. On paper, it looks really good. I think they did a good job addressing a couple of different issues that we had. Number one being size. We obviously had been missing size and lacking size over the last couple of seasons at North Carolina. It was kind of a running joke of, when are we going to get the 7-footers? And then you got Henri Vissar. I think I'm saying that right. Am I saying it right, Alan? He's been the one correcting me on that one. But whatever. So, but you bring him in, and you got Zayden High returning, which is huge for North Carolina. Having James Brown, who's I'm looking forward to seeing what that kid does. Quite frankly,
Yeah.
he really impressed me the little bit of minutes that he got last year. I think he's going to be solid. But not only that, but also shooting as well. You bringing in guys that are proven to be shooters. Kyan Anthony is or not Kyan. What's his last name?
Evans,
Is
Cayenne
it
Evans.
Kyan? I'm thinking Philo Anthony's son.
Yeah.
But no, Kyan Evans is a kid that I'm really looking forward to seeing. I think he is going to be a spark plug for this team, and he's got the right kind of moxie. This kid can get hot. He can get hot for long periods of time. He has shown that consistently. I understand he's coming from Colorado State, but that don't matter. That doesn't matter at all. People talking about that. Oh, he's coming from. There are ballers everywhere, and people will find them. And I think he's going to do really good for us. I think Seth Trimble's probably pretty happy as well. You got guys that can stretch the floor, and you bring Seth Trimble, who is just a post maker down there in the paint. He's going to have himself a good time. I'm looking for a big year out of Seth Trimble. I think he's going to have a great year, and I think his
Mhm.
team is going to fit perfectly around him. So on paper, I think it's going to be. I think it's one of the better rosters that we've saw in North Carolina in quite some time.
Okay. Alan, how you feel?
I guess I'll use the word.
I'm gonna reply to you, Nathan. I ain't mean to cut you off, Alan, but I'm gonna get to you, Nathan. I got you because
No,
I
you're
do
good.
want to rebuttal all of that and everything. But I want to get let's get Alan's take too. So
I'm gonna go with the word unproven. There's a lot of young guys, I think, on this team. Young,
That's true.
uh,
That's true.
inexperienced. Kyan Evans wasn't the star player on his team. He benefited a lot from his teammate. I can't remember his name. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He benefited a lot from his teammate. Caleb Wilson, superstar, 5-star.
Mhm.
What is he going to do on the big stage? Andre Vasir, I guess he's a little more known. He's an older guy, but he's not one of those.
You said
He's
his
not one
name
of
wrong
those.
too, Alan. Just so you know, you said his name wrong too.
Henri. It's Henri.
It's Henry. It's Henry.
No, it's Henri. I promise.
No, I'm quite sure it's Henry. But go ahead. But it's Henry Vazar. But I'm quite sure it is. But continue. I ain't mean to cut you off. I just had to throw that out there.
Well, I'm gonna stick with Henri because that's how I heard the insiders say it.
Fair enough.
Old buddy. We'll go with old buddy.
There you go.
He hasn't proven to be at 7 foot. He hasn't proven to be a 2010 guy. And Luka Bogavac, he's played overseas.
Luka?
Whatever. Bogavac.
I love it. Go ahead.
He's played overseas, and he can shoot, but we don't know what he's going to do in a college setting.
Right.
Hopefully, Bogavac brings some of that EuroLeague physicality. The physicality they play in the Euro. I mean, you saw it a lot in the Olympics. I think the basketball they put on in the Olympics is 10 times more physical than what the NBA puts on. Overseas basketball is physical. Look at the women's college game. The women's college game is 10 times more physical than the men's college game. And I think there's a possibility that the women's WNBA is more physical than the NBA. You just don't see a lot of quote unquote rough basketball in the NBA. It's more like Ferraris and supercars instead of, four-wheel drives and mud holes.
Right.
So
he's a country boy, in case you didn't know, Linzel. He's a country boy.
Yeah. I've picked up on that. Great analogy, though. Great analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he can bring some of the quote unquote dog to North Carolina. And then Jaron Stevenson, I still don't know what he's going to be. I don't know what he was in Alabama when he was there either. So there's a lot of unproven, along with Derek Dixon and Isaiah Dennis, incoming freshmen. You just don't know. So there's a big
Also the shooting guard out of West Virginia as well.
Jonathan Powell. Yeah.
Powell.
So I'll say this. So in the beginning, I was absolutely, I'm not gonna lie, and I was skeptical about this team. I really was. As far as the way that pieces was just falling, but then I started to sit back as time went on. I also now I'm a firm believer that you don't have to have the great big name players to have a great team. You know, we know about like the Donovan Dents and Chad Baker Mazars, all of the big names that everybody is like they're always gung-ho trying to get, basically. And you don't need that. And so when I started sitting back and I started looking at these players that they were bringing in, it started to grow on me. And I sat back and I said, you know what? This actually could be a very dangerous team come next season, or come this season rather. And I got to admit, like every day I'm becoming more and more impressed with this team. Now, are there some things that I'm a little bit skeptical on? Absolutely. But there's more positives to this team this year than it is negatives, if you ask me. I think they are more.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
They're more athletic. They're defensive driven. Because I had the chance to go and actually see them at the first pickup game about a week ago now. But I had a chance to go and see them in person and was very impressed with some of the things that I saw. Jonathan Powell is going to be a dog. Like, I mean, flat out dog on the court. I mean, he had the most points out of both teams. Him and Caleb Wilson, they played on opposite teams, but they both had 16 points. I mean, lit it up from the three. If I'm not mistaken, he was like 4 of 6, maybe 3 of 5 from three. I mean, he just lit it up from three. The way he was out there trash talking to Kenny Williams, like, staring him down, like, bro, you can't guard me.
Poor Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, he was cooking. He was literally cooking. The fact that I saw Caleb Wilson being a point forward, pushing the ball in transition up and down the court was impressive at 6'9", being a freshman, of course, too. And his floor vision, which a lot of people sleep on, is incredible. A lot of people don't think that they don't look at his passing. They don't really see him as like passing like that. Probably need to get a little bit better with his 3-point shot, but I mean, for the most part, it's still pretty good. It's not bad. It can be better. Vazar, 12 boards. Well, not 12 boards, 12 points, 7 boards or 8 boards or something like that. The only big thing that I see I love the fact that he can shoot the three. He can really step out and stroke the three. I think he was like 2 of 3 from 3-point. Like, I mean, very consistent with it too. Like, I mean, that's huge for someone 7'2", being able to stretch the floor like that. I think he does need to bulk up a little bit and get a little bit more tone, which is one of my concerns. And I didn't see any post presence. Like, how you could get the ball in, like we used to get the ball into Mondo. Mondo would go in, he'd cook. I didn't see any of that. So I'm a little bit bothered about that as well. But hopefully that will, kind of get better and transition into something or whatever. Zayden High, of course, I'm excited to see that. He almost scored in double digits. I mean, just the team all around, they really look good. They really look good. I know it's a pickup game. You got to take it with a grain of salt. But I mean, the score was 71-48. Current roster beating the alumni. Like, if that don't tell you something, then I don't know what it is, what to tell you. Like 71-48 that's a huge margin. That's a huge margin for a pickup game. I mean, when you coming in like that, I mean, Cayenne did well. All of them did well. Everybody did well. So yes, there are some things that I still think that they need to work on. And, but I think I don't think they're going to have a problem. They're going to be very dangerous though. They're going to be, and for what a lot of people are saying about them, it's they're going to shut a lot of people up this season. And I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. That is going to be it's going to be an exciting season for Tar Heel fans for sure. So we got to wait and see. I mean, so I want to know how y'all truly feel about Luka though, because I hear a lot of people talking about Luka in regards to like he's guaranteed a starting position. And I want to get you all's thoughts and perspective on that and what you all think about that.
Well, I think Luca is a guy that, and Alan touched on it big time. He's a guy from the EuroLeagues. So
Mhm.
what I like about this kid is that, yeah, he's played in a European league. I don't know for how long. I don't know if anybody has that information of how long he's played in the EuroLeagues. But if he's played any insurmountable amount of time or any lengthy period of time, this guy saw it all. The EuroLeagues are catching up. And I mean, look at the stars of the NBA right now. You start
Mhm.
talking people, internationals, it's all over the place. You see the Olympics. The Olympics are closer than ever. Team USA this past year really had to work in order to win the gold medal. It's not easy for us anymore. And this guy comes in, he knows defense. We understand that. Carolina is really going to benefit this year defensively. Hugh Davis, I thought not this past season, but the season before last, the Cormac Ryan and Harrison Ingram season, you kind of saw the identity of what Hugh wants Carolina football. I'm already in football mode.
Right.
Carolina basketball to look like, and this is a better version of that team, in my opinion. And he fits perfectly in there. He's a guy who can seemingly go in there. He can get his own shot. He can shoot decently, from what I've been able to tell. And also, when his shot's not going, it's not going to rattle him. It's, okay, all right, I still got you on the defensive side of the ball, and that's going to be big for the entire team. A guy like Caleb Wilson, I hate to say it because he's well now formally of the other team, but his attitude, by the way he approaches things, is very similar, in my opinion, to that of Cooper Flag, in a sense of
Mhm.
you see him and Cooper's just like, I don't care what's going on, even if I'm not stroking it, I'm coming to get it.
Yeah.
That's something I respected about him, and we saw that on display a lot this season. So with Caleb Wilson, I know I was talking about an early unproven and everything, but that's my thought process on a lot of the players of this team is that no matter what, they're coming to get it. And
Right.
defensively, it's gonna be a much better team, in my opinion. They got to show that on court, of course. We understand that. But Luca, in my opinion, is a kind of player that can really help North Carolina put them in a like you said, Linza, like a dangerous spot,
Yeah.
especially if he brings that attitude of the EuroLeague with him and it disseminates across the team. And who's the team leader this year? Seth Trimble. If that guy
Right.
isn't a dog, I don't know who is. So that's my thought process on adding Luca.
I got you. He's played 4 years, by the way, Nathan. Four,
Yeah,
four,
you,
4 years in
that's a good
Europe.
amount of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That is a really
Yeah.
good amount of time. I mean, look at what Luka Doncic did. He was playing in the Euro leagues when he was 14, 15 years old. So that's about right.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple years on this Luka, and we saw what he's become. Look at Nikola Jokic and the way he's come out. of the Euro League and just put on a show. Um,
Yeah,
I'm liking it. I'm liking what's coming out of the Euro League. It sucks when it comes to Olympic times because they're getting close. They're getting extremely close.
they are.
But
They are.
it still makes for we'll take advantage of it. And I think that's something that North Carolina hasn't been doing is attaching getting into that market. Look at again 8 miles down the road Malawatch that that Duke was able to get last year. Carolina could use a guy like that last year.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Al.
for sure.
Me personally, I don't think Luka is guaranteed a starting role. I'm just not sure. If you start at the front court, of course, it's going to be Henri and Caleb Wilson. So the three is going to be the place in question because of course it's going to be Seth and Kyan. I don't think you bring Kyan in to bring him off the bench. But then you got Jonathan Powell, and if he's stroking it, I'm not sure how tall Jonathan Powell is.
6'6".
So yeah, he could play.
He was a true freshman last year. He was a true freshman, so I don't see him being a starter this year. Not yet. Next year, yeah.
He could play the three.
Ooh, that's tough, Nathan. That's tough.
North Carolina could go huge, and Jaron Stevenson could play the three.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this since we on this topic because this is a topic that I did want to get into. Give me your projected starting fives right now if you had to pick.
Alan, you say your projected start five. I'll agree with you, but I really don't have one. I honestly I don't know yet. That's a thing for me because this team there is a lot of pieces. I don't think a Jonathan Powell comes in to be a starter this year. The guy was a true freshman last year, saw some minutes. He still has a lot to prove on the court. I like the info from the pickup game. That's good to know, and hopefully he keeps tracking that way. I think he's a guy that because I'm of the mindset. Obviously, you're probably going to have Seth Trimble coming, being in that starting lineup somewhere. He's the Energizer Bunny. He's the go guy. If you got a guy like Jonathan Powell and he's playing like maybe we're seeing, and like you said from the pickup game, and he's tracking the way that you want to, bring that guy off the bench this year and let him go crazy next year. That's my opinion. But how about this? I'll say Cayenne, Trimble, and honestly, I like it. I like the Stevenson, Wilson, and Vasir or Vazar or number 13. That feels better,
Okay, I got you. So, Alan,
real tall white boy. How about that?
There you from Arizona, the player from Arizona. Let's go that route. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. 7'2" guy, whatever, however tall he is, we could go that route.
Yeah.
So, Alan, you agree with that?
From a Wildcat.
Or?
No. Jaron Stevenson, Caleb Wilson, and Vazar is not going to be the starting. It's not going to be the starting five. So who you got? That doesn't seem practical to me. I'll go Evans, Trimble, Powell, Wilson, Vazar.
Okay. So both of y'all got two interesting lineups, and I tell people all the time that I'm one of those guys that I don't mind jumping off the ledge by myself because every time I jump off the ledge, I always seem to find my way right back to the top to jump off again if I need to by myself, right? So my lineup is completely different, and I mean it's not a bad lineup. So I got Cayenne Evans, Jaden Young, Caleb Wilson, Jaron Stevenson, Henry Vazar. I know it sounds crazy. I know
Still-
it sounds.
Trimble's still
Seth
coming off
Trimble,
the
still
bench.
not-
All right.
Seth still coming off the bench.
Listen, let me. Okay, so for since y'all don't know, let me give y'all my take when it comes to Seth Trimble, and I think it's a valid point, and it's no shade to Seth or anything because I love Seth. I absolutely do. Seth has been here for 4 years. This is going on he's here for his senior year. He's been here 4 years. Seth's game is top of the line. Amazing. Great on defense. Can get to the basket. He's a great slasher. I mean, he can rebound. His athleticism. He has everything for him. My only issue with Trimble is I need you to shoot better. You've been here 4 years, and if you're a North Carolina fan like I am, and this is no shade to him, but if you're a North Carolina fan like I am, and I grew up watching the greats as far as shooting guards: Shammond Williams, Donald Williams, Wayne Ellington, Joe Forte, all of them. They played the 2 spot. They shot the ball from 3, from 2. They did it, right? So if Seth is going to be in that 2 position, I need you to shoot the ball better. And I haven't seen it in 3 seasons. We're known for every year we watch Carolina basketball enough to know that every year that you watch a player at Carolina, they get better at something every year. That is a known fact. Like we can't deny
And the
it.
ones that don't fall by the wayside.
Right. And my motto is some players are just better coming off the bench. I said this last season that I thought Seth was a better player when he came off the bench. Jay Wash was a better player when he came off the bench. That is a known fact. And again, that's no knock to Seth. But again, I don't see it happening just because North Carolina is big on seniority and, and all of that and stuff. And with this being Seth's last year, I mean, of course, probably be given that 2 position. But my only thing is I wouldn't lock it in because to me, watching Jaden Young in person, now don't get me wrong, Jaden Young, the only thing he has to do is get better with shooting, but he is just as big as Trimble, if not bigger, seeing him in person. He's a little bit taller than Trimble. He's been in the ACC already, so he knows how to play. He's a Carolina guy. Like, he's from North Carolina. I think it's Goldsboro, and Carolina is his dream school. So I wouldn't just throw that out there and throw it out of the window and just automatically give that to Trimble. Same way I wouldn't give the 3 spot to Luka. Automatically. Like a lot of people say, because he's coming from overseas, he's not coming from overseas to come off the bench. Well, why not? Right now, he's not gelling and playing with the team at the moment. He's not even here. So what makes us think that right now, these guys are gelling together. They're playing together. They're learning each other. They're practicing with each other and things like that. They're figuring each other out at the moment. So now when Luka comes in, guess what? Things got to shift a little bit because now everybody has to learn how to play with him as well, and vice versa. He's got to learn how to play with everybody else. So what makes me automatically give him the 3 spot? I can't do that. Looking at Caleb Wilson at the pickup game, I can see him at the 3. I can absolutely see him at the 3. I can see him guarding somebody like an Isaiah Evans, who's 6'6", 6'7", something like that, when Caleb being 6'9", as athletic as he is. Jaren Stevenson put him at the 4. He can stretch the floor. He can shoot the 3. He's another big body. He's 6'11". He can rebound. He can do some things. And then you got Vazar at 5. I don't see that lineup is not too far-fetched, fellas. I'm going to be honest with you. I could be, of course, totally wrong, and I'm fine jumping off that ledge by myself. But again, I don't see where that's too far off. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. What y'all think about it?
I mean, Stevenson was guarding RJ in the Alabama North Carolina matchup. So we know he can guard.
He can, but looking at them two guys in person, like again, it's different when you're watching it on film. But when you're looking at these guys in person, you're actually able to see if someone is bigger than the other. Like Stevenson to me is a little bit bigger and just a tad bit slower than Caleb Wilson. I'm telling y'all, I saw Caleb Wilson.
No. Jared Stevenson is bigger.
Right.
Jared Stevenson is bigger than Caleb Wilson.
Listen, I saw Caleb coming down trying to yam it on Vazar, Garrison Brooks, all of them, Zayden High, all of them. A couple of times to where, I mean, it looked like we thought he injured himself when everybody that was there at the pickup games was watching it. Like everybody's like the kid can play. And I don't see nothing wrong with him playing at the 3. He's a tall 3 if he plays the 3. But and Jonathan Powell to me might get a better starting spot than over Luka. The way that he's playing right now. And from what I saw from him, oh boy.
My concerns for this team is going to be the ball handling. There's no quote unquote lead guard. We saw last year when when Elliott got in foul trouble, and RJ was on the bench, and it was Seth's team to run, quote unquote, run while they were on the bench. The offense didn't really move. Now, that could be an accumulation of a bunch of things, pieces on the floor around him. Kyan Evans, he did a lot more off the ball. Like, he might have bring the ball up, but as soon as it crossed half court, he'd pass it, and then they would get into their sets. And, a lot of his scoring came off the ball. It's going to
wait. Who did that?
Kyan Evans.
Oh, Evans. Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about Trimble. I was about to say, oh
no,
Alan.
No.
I don't remember that.
Kyan Evans. I'll be interested to see what kind of team this is. I don't think this team will play as fast as last year's team.
I don't know about that one, Alan. I don't know about that.
Man, I was about to say they're still fast and they're defensively sound.
They're very fast. Very fast.
So I'm not saying the players aren't fast, but without that elite passer, and you can say Caleb Wilson is an elite passer, but Draymond Green is an elite passer, and Golden State is slowed down.
Slowed down now?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe now because he's like 36.
Right.
I mean, when 10 years ago, the Warriors were the fastest team for years. And then they added Kevin Durant.
Right.
I'm still mad about that one. But
I just don't think I don't think this team will play as fast as they did last year. There was times last year where the ball didn't touch the floor until it went through the basket. I don't see that.
Well, that was by design.
I know it was by design, but I don't think that's in the plans this year.
I don't know about that one, Alan. I don't know about that.
I think Hubert's still going to try it. I think he's.
I'm not saying it's a Virginia pace. I'm not saying it's going to be a Virginia pace.
Oh no.
Right.
But this isn't the Roy Williams. We're running and we're going to run no matter what.
They gonna run, Alan. They definitely. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Last year's team scored over 100 points. How many times?
Yeah, but this team is. I think this team is definitely going to score over 100 points quite a few times this year, for sure.
I'll be honest with you. If there was a possible way, like in 2K or something, to roll the ball out between this year's team and last year's team, I think just on paper, this year's team destroys last year's team.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely at every point.
You got a 7-footer. A 7-footer.
Well, not just because you have a 7-footer.
You have 2 and a 6'9" guy. That's a freak of an athlete. This team, that's a moot point. Of course, this team's better than last year's team.
Yeah.
Last year's team's isn't going to hold a candle in the wind to this year's team, or at least it better not.
So you saying that they're not going to run in transition, they're not going to be like that fast or something?
They're not going to play as fast as they tried to last year. Last year's team couldn't defend, so they had to rely on scoring the ball.
Right.
Okay. They don't have to outscore their opponents this year if they're as sound defensively as people think they're going to be. You slow it down a little bit. The turnovers are less. And I don't think you want to run your 7-footer up and down the court the entire game, because then he's not going to be on the floor for the majority of the game.
Yeah, but the good part about that is you got some backup options to take him out when he needs to get a breather too. They didn't really have that last season.
No, because unfortunately, Jalen Washington did not turn out to be the player that we wanted. Unfortunately, we'll be looking forward to seeing what he does at Vanderbilt, though. Very looking forward to seeing what he does over there.
Elliott is going to do really good at Michigan, but
it's June 27th. Come November and December, you'll see this team's not going to be balls to the walls up and down the floor.
I think you're going to see a little bit more of it just because of the fact that, again, I haven't seen anything from the post when it comes to Vazar. So, I mean,
that's secondary.
How well is he going to do in the half-court setting?
Well, that's where the mastermind has to draw up actual plays.
There's definitely going to have to be movement on offense a whole heck of a lot more than there has been.
Unless you're just going to run secondary break the entire time. And then eventually teams will catch on that you're just running secondary break, and as soon as Vazar crosses half court, they'll put somebody on.
Where I think Carolina is going to be in the best position is that this year they are going to have the luxury of doing what they want. They want to go up and down the court. They're going to go up and down the court. And there's going to be some times we're definitely going to see that. Is there going to be some times where they're going to slow up and do, have your sets? Of course. That's going to be that. Of course, that's going to be, especially depending on your lineup, depending if you want to go smaller or bigger. But they're going to have the luxury of considering the size and the shooting. If the shooting shows up like we perceive that it will and project that it will, they're going to have the ability to do really what they want to do. And I see do I think they're going to be running as lightning all game? No. I don't, because you're not going to have to the point of defensively, you're going to be a whole heck of a lot more sound considering bodies and their defensive prowess. But also, they're going to have the ability if they want to, and I do believe we will see it a good number of times where they are getting up the court, especially in some of these, like a Kansas that you've got this year, some of these non-conference games, and then some of the games in the ACC. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do there, but I do believe that Carolina is going to have that ability to go at whatever pace they would like to go and not be forced. I think the thing here is they're not going to be forced to go fast. They're going to go fast by will. Last year, they're forced to go fast because defense, you're running a 3-guard lineup, three point guard size guys out there, a 6 foot, a 6'1", and what, a 6'3" guy, 6'2", 6'3" guy. You got 3 of those, and that's your starting. That's Cadeau, RJ, and Trimble, and they had them on the court at one time. People are taking as barbecue chicken for a lot of teams, and we saw that a lot throughout the season. But now they can go fast by will. And Hubert Davis says he wants to have that kind of a team. And if this is straight from the horse's mouth, Hubert Davis said, I want to have a fast team. I want to have that team that gets up and down the court. So I think they're going to have that. So to say that Carolina will play slower, yeah, they're going to play slower at times, but they're not just going to nullify the quickness, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. And just to throw this out there, this little tidbit out there. Seth Trimble shot 2 for 7 from 3-point at that pickup game. From 3. Just to throw that out there. That again goes back to my point. I need shooters to shoot. That's just it. That I'm used to that, especially at Carolina basketball. Like, I'm 2 for 7 is not good, fellas. Now, granted, he had 15 points, and a lot of people ask me, what did you see different from Seth Trimble? I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't see anything different from last season. Same type of Seth Trimble. Getting to the basket, getting downhill, drawing fouls, getting to the free throw line. Like he always does, which he is extremely good at. No doubt about that. But I need you to get better at your shooting. 2 for 7 is not good. I'm sorry. And from the clip that I seen earlier today, I think I seen him take a couple. I don't think I saw him hit one. So listen, that's the only thing that I'm looking at. Now, Jonathan Powell, I saw a screen. I saw him shooting over Jaren Stevenson. 3-pointer. Nothing but net. Over.
Pick your eyeballs up. Pick your eyeballs up.
No, well, his defender went under the screen, but Jaren Stevenson was the one setting the screen. I forgot who it was that was guarding him, but Stevenson set the screen. Powell shot right over him. If I'm not mistaken, it was Stevenson, but Powell shot right over 6'11". Nothing but net. I mean, a deep 3 too. Like, listen, I think he's a pure shooter, just like Wayne Ellington. I truly believe that.
Well, that's high praise.
And yeah, the boy can shoot, man. Like it takes a lot to impress me, but I was very impressed, especially because I'm one that looks at numbers, but sometimes numbers can be deceiving. So when you look at the numbers from Jonathan Powell last season, you see it, you like, I mean, he shot this, but this many attempts, this and that and the third. Like, how is that going to work in a Hubert Davis system?
Yeah.
And again, seeing him in person, you can see the highlights all day long. But when you see him in person, you see the way that he plays. And one of the biggest things about this team is very edgy. Very edgy. Like, we didn't have that last season, except James Brown at the Kansas game when he jumped on the team in the locker room. We didn't have none of that last season. This team, this whole team, very edgy. Jonathan Powell, Seth Trimble, Vazar, Caleb. And let's not sleep on Derek Dixon. I was impressed with him too. And he's going to probably be your backup point guard. Really good shooter. Like, I was very impressed with him. I was impressed with Isaiah Dennis. Not afraid. Like, all of them. Brown, you know what Energy High brings. Like, I mean, the stories that I've heard about them bickering and going back and forth with each other in these practices and these games and stuff like that with High and Caleb Wilson and, High just getting in people's heads as far as, telling them like, well, listen, you've been here 3 months. I've been here 3 years. It's a lot of that going on with these guys on the court. But it's great. I love it. Because
need that.
That's going to
need that. Iron sharpens iron.
For sure. And you're going to see a lot this year with this team. They very edgy, man. I am excited about this team, fellas. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think one thing that I did learn before they started jumping in the portal and right when the season ended was I heard that Coach Davis said that he wants to be able to have 2 different rosters to put out there on the court to change and confuse the opponents. And he's got it.
He has that ability.
He's got it. And I honestly, at this point, we got 12. I think it's 12 players. I can see Hubert playing all 12. Now, during the closer to the end of the season, they shorten the bench. They always do that. Don't get it twisted. I can see him still stretching this out to about 10 for sure all season long, possibly all 12, just because everybody brings something. Everybody brings something different. So,
and to that point with Carolina, one thing that's unfortunate that happened last year, but like with Cade Tyson, a kid that, he was hoping to have a big year coming in, Carolina started losing games early, and it put him in a situation where you got to just play your best players, and that's just it. And you just got to run with that 6-man, 7-man rotation. This year, Carolina's got to get out early in the season, start winning some games. That way, you can get into your lineup and let players develop because not everybody may come out, hitting, knocking out the lights, man. They might need some time to get into the system, get used to the ACC play, and get used to playing on this stage because it does. Everybody's circling you. Anybody
yeah.
that is playing you and you're on their schedule, they are circling you because North Carolina is a blue blood. People want to knock on blue blood. They want to knock them off, man. And some of the teams that you're going to be facing early, teams you saw before, like a Michigan State, they're going to want to take care of you. You've got East Carolina. We already know how they are when it comes to North Carolina. They always love talking about the Walmart gimmick. Whatever, more power to the kids.
Right.
But teams are going to want to knock you out early. And we all know what the ACC holds. We know that. But
Yeah.
Carolina's got to get out there, win some games, win them big, and let their lineup get some time on the floor. That way they can develop. That way, when it comes time, when you're coming towards the end of the season, towards that ACC tournament time, towards NCAA tournament time, you're not trying to figure stuff out and figure out brand new lineups and just kind of throwing something together. Carolina's got to get some experience in there and get it off and quick and in a hurry.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I totally agree. Alan, you was going to say something?
About I hope Cade Tyson. I wish him the best, man. But I don't think no amount of playing time is going to fix whatever mental hurdle he was trying to jump.
Well, see, that's the
Because
thing. We don't know. We're gonna get to see it
shooters-
in Minnesota because he's definitely gonna get some time.
Yeah.
Shooters
But we
shoot,
don't know.
and he might go to Minnesota and knock it out.
Hey, Dawson Garcia did.
Dawson Garcia. Shooters shoot. And
Same
when you
school.
come in, when you come in with a 40-something percenter and you are bouncing them things off the side of the backboard, something's wrong with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to rag on.
think so,
I promise I'm not trying to rag on him.
Nah,
And
I feel you. I can't laugh.
But-
I can't lie. Every time I see that clip, I do laugh. I'm not even gonna lie to you because it's
Dude.
like he looked. I mean, from the moment he shot it, it was like, yeah, I got this. That's what it looked like. Like, yo, I got this. And then you see the ball just hit the side.
But and then you saw it. That
Yeah.
one game he dropped like a 20 burger.
Yes, he did. But again, that was
Mhm.
against a no-name team.
That
Who
was
was that
against
against?
a team. That was
that
American.
was
that
it
was a
American?
team. It was a team that he is used to playing against.
That
He
is true.
not used. And I think maybe it's a fact that when the people are the same size and are bigger and just as fast or faster,
Mhm.
that shooting window that you had all those years, that's not there no more. And that does something up there. And it clearly did something up there.
I think it was pressure. That's what I think it was.
Yeah.
I think that the expectations of him coming in, him being that 40+% 3-point shooter, put a lot of pressure on him. Trying to figure out how to adapt to a totally different system, trying to figure out how to transition into ACC type of play instead of at Belmont playing the little smaller teams and things like that. It was just too much for him, and it was tough for him to be able to deal with that. So That's what I
And you
think it
weren't
was.
playing cupcakes at the very beginning of the year either. You were starting off the year with some heavy hitters, so you had to get happening fast. And again, I don't
I
think
mean, you
he
went
got
into number
he
one
don't he didn't
Kansas.
get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get enough time to really get in there. And like the minutes he played were like it was like little penny minutes.
Yeah.
And when you're not hitting it and you're not able to get into the game because hey, North Carolina's scrambling to win, so they got to go through the guys that they know. That hurts. That hurts a lot until
Yeah.
eventually, just like Hubert said, you know what? Enough with this. I've had enough, and
Yeah.
moved on. And
I mean,
and I
you're
understand why he did it. I don't blame him for doing it. It hurts that you weren't able to win some games early. Now you played a tough schedule. That is true. We have to understand that. But it's tough that you weren't able to win some games early in order to get some players some more minutes. Like I would have loved to have saw bless, what's his name? I can't even think it off the top of my head. I don't know. The not Jalen Washington.
Ty
Oh, I
Claude.
wanted to see Jalen. Yes, Ty Claude. Thank you. I wanted to see him see some more minutes, and there was
Yeah.
times he was able to, but a lot of times he weren't. But just try to get this roster, get some continuity, and let some guys get in there and get used to playing it because you do have to get used to this level if you're not used to it yet.
That's a fact.
Ballers will ball. That is true. It's different when you come up to the ACC.
Right. Right. I can't play out of a local gym here in North Carolina and expect to just take my game up to New York to Rucker Park and
Right.
think that
Right.
it's just gonna blend right in. Like, no, that don't happen like that. Just don't happen like that. So I'm right there with you, Nathan, on that one. I'm right there with you on that. So
I think that's going to benefit like a guy like Powell and
yeah.
even Kyan, and obviously your rookies, of course, that are coming in. You need to get them going.
Right. Right.
You're going to need them.
Yeah, and I think that's why they're playing like they're playing now. Like I said, 71 points to 48 against the alumni. Bro, you got some firepower right there. Like
you got firepower, but who was the alumni? Who was it?
So you had JP Tokoto.
Okay.
You had Garrison Brooks.
Okay.
You had
Gary.
Kenny Williams.
Mm-hmm.
There was one more. Who else was it? It was
2 guards and a big.
Oh, it was Cormac Ryan.
3 guards.
Oh yeah, I did see Cormac.
And then you add your 3 freshmen because they put the freshmen on the team with the alumni versus the other 7 guys that are currently on the team, basically. So, I mean, ran them out the gym.
So Caleb Wilson was on.
He was on the alumni team with Dixon, Dennis, Cormac, JP, Garrison, and Kenny Williams. That's not a bad little team there.
Who was running point on the current team? Was it Cayenne or was it Seth?
Cayenne.
Okay.
Seth brought it up the floor a few times, but it was mainly Cayenne.
Yeah, and honestly, going back to Seth Trimble, if I am Seth Trimble, what I'm trying to do is trying to become a better point guard, vision, passing, because the way that he plays the game with the pieces that he'll have around them, if they are, shooting like they were projecting, that's really going to play into his hands because then that opens the floor up. The lanes are going to be there, and he'll take them. And he can make them pay, man. He can make them pay. It won't be like what we had last year where people standing around a 3-point line, dribble, and then panic and just try and shoot or try and jump into somebody to draw a foul. We won't have that this year. You'll have to guard. And if Carolina has a lot of movement in their offense, dear God, then that makes defenses have to think, oh my God, everybody here is a threat or at least some type of threat from the 3-point line, we got to guard. We have to communicate. We got to be looking everywhere. And sure enough, there's a backdoor cut somewhere.
Yeah. And to finish that off, I will say this. That is the reason why I don't want to see on social media Seth Trimble dunking over Zayden High. I don't need to see that. I know how athletic you are, my guy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I know you can get up out, you can jump out of the gym. I know that. I want to see the videos of shooting the three. That's all I need to see. Because if he does that a whole lot better, this team is gonna be a whole lot better. Like, period. Like, you understand
we
what I'm
ain't doing
saying?
in between the leg. We ain't
I don't need to see all of that. I know you can do that. I know you can do that. So, I mean, it is what it is. All right, so, fellas, I'm going to ask this last question, and then we can get up out of here. Over or under, North Carolina wins 27 games this year?
Well, that would put them. How many games are you
What?
allowing in the ACC tournament?
Well, you can include the ACC tournament. You can include the NCAA.
But you're talking without just regular season, basically.
Yeah. The whole season. They include the whole season.
Oh, okay. Okay, a whole season in total.
I tell you what, let's take the NCAA tournament out of it. Let's do the conference, non-conference, and the ACC tournament.
Considering what I think that they will do, considering the ACC and Clemson lost a lot, Duke is going to be Duke. NC State, I'm not worried about them. Van Allen Lubin, have at it, kid. I kind of like the number, so but I'll say over. I will say over on it.
Okay,
but I like the number. I like 27. I like the number because that if it's including ACC tournament, I think this team could definitely go.
32 games in the regular season.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying 27.
27.
Non-con is not as bad as the last year's. I will say that. That helps. You got the Kansas game for sure, we know.
Right. And keep in mind, you can add the ACC tournament. I said that.
I'm saying 27 with the ACC tournament involved.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking out NCAA and I'm adding in, the ACC tourney.
Yeah.
Considering the ACC and what it's looking like, I could see that.
They better. That's all I can say.
I mean, you ain't said over or under though, Alan.
God, that's hard, man.
See, he's thinking hard about it.
I know. What's so hard about
he
it?
likes the number. See, I like the number. The number's good. In my opinion.
I'm not including the ACC tournament. I'm thinking of just the regular season.
But you have the option to include the ACC tournament. Yeah.
I chose that option. That's a good option, Alan. It's a really good option.
It'll be over for the ACC tournament, but it's under for the regular season.
Ooh. Wow.
Have they went to 32 games yet, or is that next year they go to 32 games?
32 games.
That's next year, I think. I think that's
next year. Okay. So that's 31.
Well, no. It's 13 non-con, 18 conference. What is that?
31.
It's 31.
That's 31.
Yeah, so it's 32. Yeah,
so
32
that's even worse. Yeah, so under.
I'm going over.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going over. Yeah, I'm
over with the ACC tournament.
For sure.
For the regular season.
For sure. I listen, they might.
They're not going 27.
Yeah, I'm going over because I think they 13-0, 12-1 in the non-con this year.
Who's the one?
Listen, we could talk about that later. Because I mean that could be a whole nother episode for us, fellas. That could be a whole nother episode for sure. But I got them. Yeah, I got them 13-0, 12-1 in the non-con for sure.
I'm not sure how good Ohio State is.
They're not that
But
good.
North Carolina can easily lose to Kentucky and Kansas.
I think we beat Kansas. I think we beat Kentucky. It's just going to be a tough game. Yeah, for sure.
And then the only other
Kansas
person,
has had to rebuild.
Yeah.
the only other person in your way is Michigan State.
Nowhere near as good as they were last year. And they just lost their
last year.
best player to an injury, season-ending injury. So I'm not worried about Michigan State either. So it is.
Everybody is at home. Everybody's at home outside of the Fort Myers games and the at
Kentucky.
And then on the road in Ohio State, the CBS Classic up there.
CBS Classic. Yep, in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Which is a home game just about pretty much for Carolina. So
basically, yeah. And Hubert recruits up there all the time anyway. And he played up there.
Exactly. Hey, and Caleb Wilson go show out because that's his home state. So, and hometown.
There you go. He's going to have mama and daddy there.
Absolutely. So it is what it is. Exciting season coming up. Listen, man, fellas, I appreciate you guys, man. I definitely appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good time when we can chop it up and talk some basketball and things like that. So listen, I'm still learning football and everything, but you know, I don't mind jumping on some shows or whatever to chop it up with you guys, you know, in the future. Of course. And whenever if you guys ever need anything, of course, y'all know y'all can always hit me up, man. We can make some things happen for sure. Officially now you guys are a part of the Zell Dome. This is the Zell Dome, Nathan. It's kind of like my Ding Dome. So y'all are officially family members, man, of the Zell Dome.
This is my second time attending the Dome.
It is Alan's second time. So, you know, welcome back, Alan. Welcome, Nathan. You know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely appreciate you guys, man. Hey, listen, let everybody know where they can find you guys at and everything.
No, go ahead, Nathan. You got this, dog. I just.
Well, we've been Nathan and Alan. We've been your. Well, he don't shut up. We've Nathan and Alan. We are your Hill Brothers. You can go to anywhere on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram at Hill Brothers. You can find the both of us. We got a lot of stuff coming up pretty soon. We've got a lot of football getting ready to happen right now. ACC Media Day is in less than a month. Looking forward to doing there and maybe even getting a couple of questions asked over to Bill Belichick. Looking forward to seeing that happen, man. And it's been a good time. We've been having a lot of fun over there. Catch the Sunday Tar Heel, which, Alan, we got to talk about time for that right after this is over with. Production meeting in the middle of the Zell Dome. But sure enough, Sunday Tar Heel live show for an hour. Sunday show live for an hour. You guys can come hang out with us. We want to hear your thoughts, comments on anything North Carolina. And we just have a good time on a Sunday afternoon. You know, nobody's doing anything else, so chill out, hang out, talk Tar Heels for an hour, and I just have a good time, man. But really looking forward to what's going on in the future. Looking forward to more videos from Alan. He is going to be doing a lot more for us. I think he's got like 15 lined up, and he's posting 3 this week. So looking forward to seeing what he does. And I'm telling you, Zell, he's on it, dude. I am the other half of the Hill Brothers. So watch him go, bro. Watch him do his thing, man.
I'm scared of you.
He's ready. He's ready, dog. He's ready. I'm gonna let him. He's gonna be the magic maker from now on. With the one just rolling up.
His muscles.
Riding,
his muscles ain't
doing what I can to live up.
The truth is stretched right now too.
I got you.
Oh, man.
I got you. Listen, man. Listen, everybody. The Hill Brothers, all of their information will be in the description below. So make sure if you haven't, make sure you get over, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit them up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, like show that love and that support, man. Really good guys here, man, for sure. We're going to talk when we get off about some merch. We're going to set them up with some merch, get them ready, get them going. You know what I'm saying?
I need to get on some of that 94 feet of Tar Heel merch, man.
Hey,
Woo-wee,
listen,
that's
man.
some slick
Iron
stuff,
sharpens
boy.
iron, man. Iron sharpens iron. Ain't that
Some
what Nathan
slick
said
stuff.
earlier?
That's
That's
what he
so.
said.
And listen,
Yeah.
anything that I
Let
can
me
do
know
to
when you
help
get
you
the
guys.
94 feet of UNC Newports.
Oh my God. God.
That's it.
They're gonna be Marlboros. I don't know.
Hey, that's all right.
know.
That's what my dad smokes. Let's go, bro. We get the silvers.
Oh,
Oh, the silvers?
listen,
Or we can
we
go
don't condone
Salem's.
that over here. We don't condone that over here. Yeah. Oh man, listen, man. I appreciate you guys, man, for sure. But listen, y'all stick around for a second, man. Everybody, man, listen. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all already know. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow for another episode, of course. And until the next time, we're gonna talk to everybody on the flip side.